Jayson, talk a little bit about the specific project you came up with.
Along with a friend and with the advice of Mark Swanson, we sat down and thought about what musical we could try to put on that would bring these questions of community and really work within the Amherst system. And immediately the thought that came to mind was Stephen Sondheim's really fabulous Into the Woods, which is a musical that works on so many different levels and is about so many different storylines crossing each other, conflicting with each other, merging together to produce a new unified story. It has, for those who don't know, Into the Woods is a collection of fairy tales that are kind of woven together with Sondheim's wonderful musical ability to create a new original story about these characters that we are so familiar with Cinderella, with Little Red Riding Hood, with the wolf. And the fact that a story could coalesce with all these disparate characters and all these disparate working parts together into a single event, into a single storyline, I felt mirrored in a lot of ways what Amherst is about, especially with our push for diversity and bringing in students from all different cultures and socioeconomic backgrounds. That Into the Woods was really a great choice in that sense. And also, it's really just a fun musical. Lots of students enjoyed it. When I floated the idea to a lot of my friends, and not even people I didn't know who really just wanted to put on a musical, they were like, "Oh, I know that musical, I know that music, I sing it all the time." And that was an important aspect as well, the excitement that we could get behind it. In the cast, I'm also part of the cast, and I play the narrator and the baker, who are two different characters, but I'm going to be switching off on different nights. So the baker's story is kind of the arc that carries the musical through. And in the end of the show, he sings a song with his father called No More, in which you see the way that their lives, which have kind of passed each other because his father left him when he was young and he had to grow up on his own. You see how that comes to a kind of resolution, a kind of understanding and accepting. How to start? All the woes, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store, all the witches, all the giants, no more. And with those lines, the baker finally comes to peace with himself and his relationship with his father and everything else that's been going on around them. So, I mean, it's a really fun role to play and a really fun song to sing.
And that was very courageous of you to sing on the spot. Thank you. It was beautiful.
Thank you.